As we know, Venezuela just recently had an election, and in that election, President Maduro, who's been serving as president of Venezuela since 2013, claimed victory without publishing the election results. Naturally, massive protests and riots broke out across the country because this is what the will of the people actually looked like. Their liberty movement has been so powerful that even the Venezuelan military stepped down and stood behind the Venezuelan people. I hope nothing for the best for the Venezuelan people. I hope that they can receive the freedom that they deserve, and I hope that they can get out from the communist dictator rule. But with that being said, though, I want to point out how our own government has been operating very similar to that of a communist nation. The official White House account on X had recently posted about the incident going on in Venezuela and said that the United States stands on the side of the democratic aspirations of the Venezuela people, including supporting their right to express their views freely and without reprisal. Now, I find this to be extremely hypocritical, especially given their blatant push for censorship these last 4 years. They call anyone that they don't like a threat to democracy, and they call any opinion that they don't approve of or that doesn't fit their agenda misinformation or disinformation. There's been a massive push to dehumanize and basically outcast anybody who has opposing views to the regime's agenda. This is one of the many tactics that communist rulers use to overturn and overthrow existing governmental systems. They radicalize and weaponize the youth to go against their biggest opposition. You can see extremely eerie parallels to that of the CCP, the Red Guards, and that of the liberal left. Now let's talk about our own state and federal congressional leaders and their role in trying to implement suppressive and unconstitutional legislation to fulfill their agenda. Like when Governor Whitmer signed a law banning election recounts based on fraud allegations. Or when the White House lawyer admitted that he blocked an investigation into the 2020 election fraud. I want to make it very clear that our current government does not want our constitutional republic. They've been working for years through blatant censorship and blatant suppressive policy to usher in their own idea of democracy, which is communism. Oh, and by the way, anytime they say reform, they want to reform the Supreme Court, they actually mean completely change the system so that way they can lie, cheat, and steal.